Do you think we should have philosophy in high school? Because like that's a sensitive age too for people like people going through puberty, emotional roller coasters, emotional like instability.
Yes, but then like depends on what you call philosophy. Like most people misunderstand what philosophy is. It's not just about free will and meaning of life and all these things. Philosophy is mainly a way of thinking.
Mm.
It's kind of like science. What's science? Science, oh, it's biology, it's chemistry. It's not really any of this. It's science is a way of thinking. It's it's you experiment and you observe and you reflect and you keep like repeating the process and you get to know the universe better, kind of.
Mhm.
Philosophy is a way of thinking, and I think the way of thinking should be taught, not just high school, everywhere, elementary school, preschool, just like how preschool students are taught math, but not in the formulated way, but they're taught like, oh, this is one apple and that's another apple.
And
That's,
then you have two apples.
yeah, that's math, right?
Yeah.
And then there's philosophy that can be taught in that, like a easy to digest way. And it can build people's way of thinking. It's critical thinking, that's the word.
Yeah. But also when I asked one of the our professors in like university, like why aren't we taught critical thinking off the bat? Like when we enter, why do we need to know all of this, the theory and things like that? And he's like, well, you're not going to finish something if it's too hard on your brain. Like, what do you think of that? Because like what is,
Well, it's
young kids might not like it might not be enough for them. Or sorry, it might be too much for them to handle.
I don't think so. I don't think that's not my experience. My experience is kids finish things that are fun for them. It doesn't matter. The difficulty level is irrelevant. They don't finish things that are boring to them.
Hmm.
It's not about is it easy or is it difficult? It's about is it fun or is it boring to them?
Yeah.
When you think there are kids who play video games, there are kids who put together puzzles. Some of them I couldn't even put together, and their video games they play I couldn't even play as well as them. But then they're like 8 years old, 10 years old. It's because that draws them in and they're interested and they're gonna figure it out. So it's like you and I think everybody has this experience. Think back on when you were 7 or 10 or 12, when you just sit in the classroom and being taught those dry, math and Shakespeare's. Like how much do you remember today? How much did you really learn? I'm a big advocate of being taught how to think rather than what to think.
Yeah.
And the kids, not only just kids, but everybody from school in every level today is people are being taught what to think. And I think that's a huge problem.